Demagogs, big word, and it's very important. Demagogues appeal to the lowest common denominator. They appeal to emotion rather than reason. They simplify things. They use slogans. And now we're seeing people on the so-called progressive left being demagogues, which is really horrible because a long time ago, a very famous German socialist leader, Jewish, I believe, had this phrase, anti-Semitism is the socialism of fools. And let me take it farther. It's the socialism of ignorant people, of people who haven't studied history, of people who don't have intuition and don't know shit about the most complex people in the world, the most complex religion, maybe in the whole world, maybe not. 3,000 years, okay? Most Jews don't even understand it, okay? And these people running around claiming that they're, they're social justice warriors by carrying Palestinian flags and by maybe burning Israeli flags, or even doing this thing about not allowing somebody to go into a bakery. How about this in Brooklyn? In Brooklyn, that it was voted by a major food co-op in Brooklyn. I forgot the name of the neighborhood, very progressive, da-da-da. They voted to not allow any Israeli products in the store. This is very recent. So we have these people who really don't have any stake in the outcomes. This is the thing that kills me, is that anti-Vietnam protests by Americans, let's say Americans specifically, what was the stake they had besides being idealistic? The stake was there was a draft here. It was a compulsory draft. People ended up going to Vietnam and getting killed or wounded for life or PTSD, even if they were against the war. There's nothing like that going on. Therefore, if people, white Americans, whatever kind of Americans, are militantly anti-Zionist, as they call it, they don't even know what Zionism is, of course, and claim to be pro-Palestinian. Have they done anything, by the way, to help Palestinians? Have all those demonstrations done a goddamn thing to help Palestinians? No, okay? They don't have any real stake in the game. That's why they can just be demagogic. They can just shoot off their mouths. They don't care. It seems like they don't care what the outcomes are. They don't care how people who don't claim to be as progressive as them, who don't claim to be pure, that those people, let's say, at a lower rung, are, how do they react? Well, they're going to get stirred up. Are they going to, go to a seminar at NYU or Harvard and debate the ins and outs of Jews, Judaism, Jewish history, Israel, Zionism? No. So a demagogue knows that the outcome of his lies, the outcome of his emotion, is going to be worse than even what he's doing. It's translated down the food chain, translated into violence, translated into just complete and utter ignorance. One of the things I want to say is this. I've been a Jewish activist. I'm 75 years old. I can't say for 75 years, but many. And I've studied Israel, and I've lived in Israel, and I know a lot about the political situation there, and the people, and the culture, okay? And I'm not a Zionist. I call myself a non-Zionist. That means I'm not anti-Zionist because I happen to know that there was a point in time where Zionism was absolutely necessary. Because what is it? It's not any different from any other nationalism. It's not any different from any other nationalism. That means it's not perfect by any means. That means there should be like an expiration date. Nationalism should expire after the state is created, but it hasn't, okay? And it hasn't in many other countries. So we should go around being angry at all of them. No. What we should do is what Israeli progressives and progressive Palestinians are doing, is working together. Now, these protests here, I've never seen any protest here or anywhere in the world where people are carrying both flags, the Israeli flag and Palestinian flag. That would say something about coexistence, something about peace, something about anti-war, something about progress. But no, it doesn't meet the criteria of these purists. And these purists are creating a horrible atmosphere for Jews around the world. It's worse in Europe because they're much more vulnerable. But it's bad here. It's bad in Canada. And it seems like it's going to get worse. So I'm going to, j'accuse, as they said in French, j'accuse in the Dreyfus trial. I'm going to accuse you people who are doing this are bystanders, the word I was looking for. You bystanders, you phony protesters who have no stake in the game, so you can pretend to be as radical as you want. You're not helping the Palestinians at all. Okay, they're getting publicity, but they're not getting freedom. They're not getting liberation. They're not getting real support. They're just getting, words, just words. And the words are demagogic. And let's use some intuition to see through this facade. It's a facade, and some of us are not going to take it anymore and are not going to allow bystanders to be bystanders.